Hey guys, and welcome to Anichat. With me today, I have Silent Day, and then I have Lucas.
Well, yeah.
Data over Sasori, stay woke.
I mean,
Oh my
feet-wise, yeah. Day has started a lovely portrait of our Anichat mascot here, actually, and we
What
will
is it?
probably. It's not a recolor, Lucas. Don't worry. Lucas is like, I'm never photoshopping anything for you again.
rip.
Rip.
Anyways, since Alex is going to be late and Kyo is probably going to be late too, we can't talk about our main topic, which is going to be what we're watching recently, since we've already read the anime chart. And this will just be nerd culture in general. So me and Lucas are going to continue talking about what we're talking about. Currently, we are talking about Naruto Shippuden and Bleach and their best fights in both. And currently, we are on Naruto Shippuden. We're talking about the Sasuke versus Deidara fight, which is actually a really good fight if you think about it. But people who watch anime, they don't like to think.
I mean, you right.
I mean, like, so to
It's
give an
funny why
example.
it's funny why
Oh,
Kiyoya doesn't like Nen because he has to think too much about it.
the only thing I don't like about Nen is that stupid BS recording scene. That was bullcrap. That still
Uh,
makes no freaking sense.
you want to talk about how Piccolo is a low key conjurer?
Piccolo uses Nen. What you talk about? Piccolo would
Close me.
probably
That's a conjurer ability, man.
Piccolo would probably actually if you like if he was a character, I could see him actually being written as a character in Hunter x Hunter. But
Yeah, actually.
because like Piccolo was Vegeta before Vegeta was Vegeta, but he wasn't as evil as Vegeta. Like, what's the worst thing Piccolo Jr. did? Try to break Goku's spine? Was that the worst thing?
Yeah. I mean, you could argue that Demon King Piccolo was as evil as Vegeta.
Yeah, Demon King Piccolo was probably as evil as Vegeta. He just wasn't as strong, so he wasn't gonna blow up the planet.
Demon King Piccolo is actually like a pretty good villain considering like what he actually did. Like he killed Shenron. That's
Yes, he also took over the world.
that's beast. Like I don't think anybody else has ever killed Shenron.
He killed Shenron the same way that Nappa killed Piccolo. Stay woke.
He literally just shot a beam at it.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, oh yeah, that's also the problem with the Dragon Balls.
Yeah. The only reason he didn't wish for immortality is because Akira Toriyama knew he had to die somehow. And that's
Also,
the
if Piccolo, yeah, Demon King Piccolo didn't like give birth to Piccolo Jr., do you think Kami would have died if Goku had killed him?
oh yeah, instantly.
Wow,
The only reason he
that would.
yeah,
I was gonna say that would have been bad because then used the Dragon Balls, but they could use the Dragon Balls anyway because
yeah.
he killed. How did Shenron come back?
I'm pretty sure Kami
I
did
don't
what
remember.
Dende did, but I'd have to
Made a
rewatch
new
Dragon
Shenron.
Ball. I don't think they said what he did on screen. But I think,
He's just like, hey, we got Dragon Balls again.
yeah, oh my god, that's a blank period in me because like after that, isn't isn't there like one more arc and then a time skip? Crap.
I think there's a. I want to say there's a fellow arc, but I think in the manga it goes directly to the Piccolo Junior saga.
No, but there's the you see Piccolo Jr. turn into an adult slowly. I think during the unless that's during his fight with God dang it. God, when does Piccolo Jr. growing up actually freaking happen? I can't remember. Cuz
When
he's like found by a few people And then they raise him, and then that's when they reveal that Namekians don't eat because they like try to give him rice, and he's like, I don't want rice, I just need water. And because they raised him, he just doesn't slaughter people.
I'm trying to remember when Goku went to the demon realm.
We were supposed to be talking about Shippuden.
Why would we talk about Shippuden when
Whoops.
Dragon Ball is clearly better? Oh shit! Don't at
You
me.
know, you can't say that because if you say that, I mean,
Well, I do,
like,
I do actually believe that OG Dragon Ball is better than Shippuden.
I mean, a lot of things are better than Shippuden. Like part 1.
Yeah, yeah. If you like part 2 more than you like part 1, then you're a flat earther. Confirmed.
Stop. We're gonna get reported.
And Earth Chan isn't flat. All right.
Yeah, she's thick.
But yeah, actually, we should be talking about which fights in part 1 are the best because part 1 just has way better fights than part 2.
True. That's just it's a fact. Okay, so Kyoya's not here, but I'm gonna continue the argument I was having with Kyoya last week, where I was like, part 1 had way more individual fights with its characters than part 2 did. And we got into this argument a couple weeks ago because I was like, Bleach gives a ton of its characters fights, which I like. And you're like, why don't you like One Piece? And I was like, I liked One Piece at one point. And you were like, you right. Then we got to Naruto Shippuden. And I was like, Naruto Shippuden is mainly Naruto and Sasuke fighting. There's like a person gets one fight maybe for the rest of the series each, with the exception of like Shikamaru and Gaara, because people like Shikamaru and Gaara. Shikamaru gets like, in fact,
Shikamaru gets like one fight. Well,
doesn't he?
He gets 2
Doesn't he-
fights, but they're against the same person.
No, doesn't he get a fight during the Great Ninja War arc?
I mean, you're probably right, but like to be fair, I blanked out like during half of that war. Like
That's fair.
like everything before Madara shows up is like a blur to me. Not even joking.
Crap, did Kiba ever get a fight in Shippuden?
He probably got a fight in the Great Ninja War.
Probably.
Low key, nobody started to care about the Great Ninja War until Madara showed up.
I'll deal with you later. That's probably like the best part of that arc, by the way. Stay woke.
When Madara gets salty because Hashirama cancels his date.
Yeah.
Oh, his face looks so sad. He looked genuinely like sad about that. That was great.
I mean, Madara ain't got a girlfriend, and his best friend, ditched him. So
I remember when everybody was making jokes about that, and they're
Okay.
like, everybody's making jokes about that, and they're like, he wants that Hashirama wood.
Stop.
He's thirsty for that wood. Oh man.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. Ino didn't have a fight in Shippuden.
She controlled the Ten-Tails at one point.
She does mind. I was gonna say she does the mind control thing with her daddy.
And
But
that's a better feat than any feat Sakura has in Shippuden.
Ino's jutsu is way more dangerous than Sakura's jutsu, my guy. Sakura is low-key Rock Lee with healing and out without 8 gates.
Is this Sakura's only jutsu to enhance her strength?
Sakura has the illusion clone jutsu.
Yeah, but she doesn't use it in like Shippuden, does she? I don't think she ever uses it.
She never uses it again because it only ever worked against Ino.
Like she in Shippuden, she's basically just like a really bad version of Uvugen.
Why didn't you just say Tsunade? Because she is just worse Tsunade.
See, but Tsunade is already bad, so I had to compare her to somebody that's actually good.
Don't. You know what? I'm not. You know what? You're trying to bait me. That's what this is. That's exactly what this is. Okay. So you're saying she's Nappa. Gotcha. All right. So, um, yeah, Sakura is low-key just worse Tsunade, which is funny because Sasuke and Naruto are just better versions of the Seinen. And
Yes.
Sakura's the worst version of the Seinen. And
I'm pretty
Tsunade was
I want to say Sakura is better than Tsunade in the fourth grade Ninja War. I want to say that.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe equals? I don't know about
Well,
better.
actually, I don't know because Tsunade has like the whole like 1,000-year healing thing, and Sakura doesn't. So, man, Sakura just
painful,
sucks.
painful groans. Wait, holy crap! Does Rock Lee fight anyone by himself in all of Shippuden?
He fights himself.
Stop.
I
That was
think
a
that's his only one-on-one fight.
that pains me, actually.
Yeah, because Rock Lee was actually likable at one point, and like
Yeah,
they just kept taking L's, and everybody's like, I think we like my guy better because my guy is like Rock Lee, except he actually has W's. So
and he's cool. Rock Lee was so cool, and then Kimimaro was like, "Hey, remember how you used to be cool?" And then Rock Lee was like, "Yeah," and then Kimimaro was like, "After this fight, it will never happen again."
the fact that I think the ultimate nail Rock Lee's coffin was he got saved by the guy who like almost ended his ninja career.
Though we did get Drunken Fist Lee, which is like the second
That
best
was
Rock Lee.
that was entertaining.
Like, because 8 gates, no weights, Rock Lee is best Rock Lee. Second best Rock Lee is Drunken Fist Rock Lee. And then it's base Rock Lee from part one. And then below that is every version of Shippuden Rock Lee.
I remember everybody was like, oh, Madara's weakness is taijutsu. And like I'm sitting here like bullshit. He has the Sharingan. How can his weakness be taijutsu? That makes no
Also,
sense.
he established that he was faster than 90% of the ninja in the world. Because he, like, legitimately in base form without the boosts is literally like running around the battlefield like the Flash. That, like, legitimately
He
happens
can
in one scene.
he could also react to like Biju Naruto, who's like the fastest character. Unless you count Kaguya. I don't know how fast Kaguya is.
Kaguya is mentally slow, so it does any speed feat she has is discounted.
Yeah.
Kaguya's I want to say Kaguya is like the least interesting Naruto major villain.
Oh yeah, everybody agrees.
Um,
That's
she's
because
like
even if they had problems, Naruto villains were actually interesting somewhat. They weren't just one-dimensional villains, except maybe Hidan.
Hidon was fun though because he just cursed at Shikamaru while praying to God the entire time.
Well, a lot of people like Hiryu and Kakuzu because they feel like they're the only true villains in Naruto, as in they're the only villains that are actually evil and not redeemable characters.
They're just actually pure evil. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
'Cause even Orochimaru kind of gets redeemed at the end.
yeah, that's because he realizes that Sasuke is stronger when he's a good guy, and he's like, you know what? I can get behind that. Welcome back, Day, by the way.
Thank you.
So yeah,
Yeah,
let's see. I'm trying to think of any other character who had a good fight. Neji fought himself. Who else did Neji fight in part two?
too thick and he lost.
Did he fight his dad? I can't remember if he fought his dad or not.
I don't think he did because I don't remember because I think people were complaining about how he didn't get any development
Well,
when
we
they
know
brought
why.
back his dad.
We know why he didn't get any development. Like, okay.
It
Okay.
bothers Kiyoya so much when I'm like, he got taken out by a toothpick. It's not a toothpick, it's an attack from the Ten Tails. It's a giant toothpick, Kiyoya. Stop it.
I think what pisses him off is that I say it too. It makes him even more upset. Because, like, Naruto characters can survive instant death moves, but Neji couldn't survive a toothpick. Also, anyone who's like, oh, Neji's death was so meaningful, you realize that Neji died legitimately for the reason that the side branches formed when Neji was out to reform the way the system works.
Ripped. Didn't Neji get shot in the face in part 1?
Yes. He got shot through the head with the arrow.
But he a toothpick from the Ten Tails takes him out. That's the thing that doesn't end. I hate Naruto.
You see, Neji dying wouldn't be so bad if Might Guy didn't survive an instant death technique. And it wouldn't also be as bad if Choji didn't have a death. Choji had a legitimate death scene in part 1, my guy.
Yeah, and then he's like, Choji's alive. Which I don't understand because there's no reason to keep Choji alive. Like, he didn't do anything in Shippuden.
Like, in part 1, if they had killed Choji, do you know how much more impactful that would have been on trying to save Sasuke and we lost someone?
Yes. At the end of the day, you failed to save Sasuke. It would have made that. It would have made that scene where Shikamaru's crying a lot more emotional.
Meaningful.
Even though it was still very meaningful. It would have made it even more meaningful if they had lost Choji because that was his best friend.
Yeah, it also would have made the scene where he loses Azuma even more painful because that's another one of his best friends.
Yeah, and all he would have is Ino,
You know,
who could have died for all I care because I don't care about Ino.
Ino's got nice tits. It's okay. That's the best compliment.
She has a nice design. That's all you can give her, really.
Yeah, I know. That makes me sad. Like, I hate to objectify characters, but like when you are literally just objectified, then yeah, I can only objectify you.
I mean, I want to say she has more impressive feats than Sakura and Hinata, so.
I mean, she does, but that's because her jutsu is actually broken, but Kishimoto sleeps on her.
The best female Naruto is probably Tamari. Yeah,
It's tomorrow.
probably.
You're
right. Either her or like. See, my favorite female is Kushina. So.
Oh, I was gonna say if you say the fourth Mizukage, I might have to kill you.
The fourth Mizukage is
She's just
cool, I guess.
She's better than Tsunade. That's what we can say.
People only like her because she's hot, though. That's the thing.
I mean,
it's the same reason why people like Anko and then like Boruto happened and everybody's like, damn, Anko, what the fuck?
Anko had good potential though. And then
the curse mark either. And she never uses it.
Yeah. Also,
like, why?
She had direct ties to the overarching villain of part 1. Do you know what she did in part 1?
I think she could have been a mentor for Sasuke or something.
Yes.
And she has no interaction with him. And I'm like, why?
You know what? I'm pretty sure she says one thing. If he starts using that curse mark, I'm going to kill that boy. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the only thing she says about Sasuke.
Like, she could have been a relevant character in the retrieval arc.
Yes. You know, she could have been the sensei that went with them.
She could have fucked Kimimaru.
Yo, that would have actually been really, really good, actually.
It would have been actually believable that she could be Kimimaru because she's like
she's a special Jonin. Meaning that
Jonin, yeah.
That meaning that a special Jonin is like a Jonin it's a person who can achieve Jonin level, but it's like but can't consistently do it, essentially. So like, also, it's the person who hates Orochimaru the most versus the person whose dedication to Orochimaru is the highest.
Yes, that could be great. She could have came in safely. I mean, you would have to sacrifice the Gara.
No, you could still have Gara come in because you could be like, well, Anko doesn't have anything to finish him, and then Gara shows up.
I guess. Then again, I think it might hit home a little more if you don't see Gara until Shippuden, because that would make the reveal that he becomes Kazekage a lot more surprising.
Yeah, because he's
Because the last time you see Gara, he's a dick, and then he just like at the end of his fight with Naruto, he starts to like change or whatever, like he apologizes or whatever, and then like if the next you see is that he becomes Kazekage, you'll be like, what?
Well, to be fair, the last thing we saw of him in part 1 is him about to die. Though, to be fair, Kimimaro was soloing like hundreds of Naruto clones with Nine Tails chakra active.
Yes.
And that was supposedly weakened Kimimaro. And I'm like, Kishimoto, what possessed you? What possessed you to like just not make that entire arc Kimimaru solos the Genin? Because Kimimaru low-key could have probably soloed. Like because they established that Shikamaru can't hold stage 2 curse mark users, and in base form he was probably stronger than most of the stage 2 curse mark users.
I want to say Naruto one-tailed cloak could probably maybe not beat him, but like weaken him enough to the point.
Yeah, I got you.
So I don't think he'd solo the Genin, but he probably wrecked them like hard.
I mean, not including the Sand siblings, I think he could actually solo.
But yeah, like Anko really could have done a lot more in that. She could have been involved in that, or she could have just done a lot more in part 1 in general.
Also, she's like 20 and not like 30, making her a little bit closer in age to the kids than the adults. So
yes, and she just has like a cool introduction.
Yeah, and she also uses the same type of jutsu that Orochimaru uses. And, she could fight Kimimaro, and Kimimaru's like, you have the curse mark and Lord Orochimaru's jutsu, and you don't use them?
Yep.
Oh, man. Wow.
So,
I am depressing myself for this hypothetical.
Yeah, that's such a missed opportunity. I mean, I still love that arc, but man.
Yeah.
That could have made it like.
Oof,
that might be going too far. I was gonna say that might have made it better than the tuning exams, but I don't know. That might be going too far.
Ooh, the only part of the tuning exams that's like meh is that Gara loses to a punch, but that's okay. That's the only like bad part of the tuning exams, honestly. But that's not even like all that bad. It's just
Yeah,
I remember.
I mean,
I got into a fight with Kyoyu because I was like, Gamabunta is slept on, or like the chief toad.
Yeah,
and he's like, "You're wanking him," and I'm like, "Bruh, he got the Shukaku in his hands." Like
he's like almost tail beast level.
Yes, he's like the 0.5 tailed. Like, yo.
Oh, remember the Zero Tails from Bonds?
Stop. I love Bonds, but stop.
That shouldn't be a thing. That really shouldn't be a thing.
Remember Sora? Sora legitimately had the plot point of Minato before Minato.
I was gonna say that. I was like, dude. If that was good, that would have created so many plot holes.
I think Kishimoto was like, "Yo, Periot, what are you doing? You just you stole from my future story." And Periot's like, "What?" And he's like, "Bruh, I was going to write that later."
I don't even think Kishimoto planned that. I think he was like, oh, I'm bringing back the Hokage. Oh, Minato needs to power up so he could keep up with these like mountain busting characters or whatever. Let's give him half of the Nine Tails cloak.
They buffed Ninetales so much in that last arc.
I guess.
No, because like before they're like, oh yeah, he's like a little bit stronger than the Eight Tails, and then at the end of that arc, he's massively stronger than every tailed beast combined.
Uh, oh yeah, that's true.
Like,
What happened to B?
oh crap,
Like
you're right.
after the Eight Tails got absorbed, I don't think he was in like any chapter after that.
Yo, let me go check the wiki. You right though.
He just like disappeared from the series. Well, he's in Boruto, but like he disappeared from like the rest of Naruto after that.
Also, Day, your Anichat's looking good.
Thank you. I scrapped the short hair though.
Yeah, I know. I think you told me. Pretty sure.
Yeah, and I showed you.
Yeah. Like I looked at the image again. That's how I complimented it.
Eight Tails is chilling with I mean not the Eight Tails, Killer Bee is chilling with Kisuke.
Oh,
Nobody knows where they at.
Oh my god. What kills me,
I love how people legitimately don't know what happened to Kisuke.
I like to think that he's just banging Yoruichi infinitely.
And that's the only logical conclusion.
Like, also the fact that Kisuke never got his captain status back hurts me in my soul.
I don't blame Kubo, but like that final chapter is how many loose ends are left untied.
Yeah, he's usually pretty good about finishing everything. But I mean, I can't.
I mean, when you get to your final fight and Shonen Jump is like you got 4 chapters left, I can understand why.
The conversation went, Kubo is like, I'm sick and Bleach needs to end, and then Shonen Jump was like, Bleach needs to end 5 chapters, and Kubo's like, okay. That's kind of what the conversation is, because Kubo was so sick, and I think Shonen Jump was kind of like, hurry up with Bleach, because I'm pretty sure they wanted him to finish Bleach 2 years ago. Like 2 years before he ended, I think they wanted him to finish then, supposedly from what I read from some articles.
At the very least, 10 chapters. I mean, that fight should have gone on for like 20 more chapters. Realistically,
I get you,
but
I just think
10 more chapters.
I just think that Kubo was too sick to be like, I need a break, because he's still sick. By the way, it's been a year and he's still sick. So I think
he could take a break though. A lot of authors take breaks.
Yeah, I know, but you know why he didn't take a break, right?
No, I don't actually.
A kid with cancer wrote to Kubo, Bleach is my favorite series.
Oh yeah.
I don't have much time now. I want to see the end of Bleach. And then Kubo, started writing more, like tried to like write faster, but the kid died.
Yeah. I was gonna say, didn't the kid die before Bleach ended? Or
yes, he died right before Bleach ended. And then Kubo was like, because the fact that his story had touched some kid so much, right, pushed him to just not take a break, because he's like, if this kid with cancer could sit down and read my manga, then I can write it. That was his perspective. That's like some That's like some mad stuff, y'all. But I'm like, if like props to the kid for getting Kubo to work so hard, but like kid Kubo, you messed Kubo up pretty bad. Like low key, you plus Shonen Jump kind of
I do,
destroyed Kubo's
well, I
life.
don't. Well, I don't think the kid is like. The kid was
I know
like,
at fault.
"You,
I know, but
you
I'm just
better
saying.
write more You better write this shit quickly so I can read it before I die." Like,
No, he was really nice about it. The kid was precious. The kid was so nice. But
now
you know
he's in
what?
civil
I'm making a
society.
joke because yeah.
Uh,
Ah, that's
that's like
so
when remember when that one kid was it a kid? I think it was a kid who killed himself because Itachi died.
yeah.
Uh, I think King of Lightning said Itachi's so OP kills people in real life, and he's like I know that's fucked up, but I don't care.
That's so bad.
I mean, I laughed because like it's a really stupid reason to kill yourself.
What makes it worse is that Itachi came back a few arcs later.
Yeah,
I know he
just
dies
died.
again, but ouch. Um so Alex said late, and I'm starting to think that he's just not coming to any chat. Um
Actually, what's interesting about that is that when Itachi died the first time, he was a bad guy. So
yeah.
that kid must have really loved Itachi as a villain, which is weird to like a villain so much that you kill yourself when they die.
Well, if we're being honest here, it was probably a buildup of stuff, and then that was just like, you know what? Last straw. Because, yeah, I seriously doubt that that's the only thing. They must have been in a pretty awful mindset to kill
I,
themselves over that.
I don't
Well, I
know.
mean,
People are pretty
if
stupid.
Naruto was the only thing keeping them alive, then
No, it was
yes.
probably, um, they were probably very, like, an emotional person. And then, so there was
Yeah.
a buildup of something. It was probably a bad day, and then that happened, and they're like, you know what? Fine. I see how it is, and then, yeah.
It, what Lucas is trying to say though is that like it was only after Itachi died that you find out that he's actually a very nice person. Prior, he's
That's
a
true.
psycho murderer who killed his entire family and abused his little brother.
Oh.
So yeah, that's why Lucas is like just like the side mouth essentially, because that means that kid really liked a terrible person. Well, as far as we knew.
Well, then.
Yeah. Or it could have been the reveal that pushed him over the edge.
Yeah. I swear to
Like
God,
he
if you
was
say that
actually
song, I will kill you.
I wasn't even gonna say it to you, but no, but he was probably like, I've been lied to my whole life.
You mean he's Sasuke Uchiha?
Even yeah, he got oh that's so mean. He turned into Sasuke and like instead of just having a panic attack, he axed himself.
That's so horrible. We're not making fun of suicide. My heart goes out to you. I've been suicidal before. But man, I can't help but feel awful for that kid because he just waited just a little longer. He could have seen that character he liked
He wouldn't have had to
so
wait like
much.
3 or 4 years though.
Yeah, I know, but in that time period, someone could have helped him.
Yes, that's true.
um, on the flip side of things, I know writers have been threatened when they kill characters. Like they received like legitimate death threats.
Writers get threatened for the most retarded thing. The author of Kuroko no Basket got death threats. It's a basketball manga.
Yes. A lot of writers and actors even will get threatened if the character they're playing is the character they're writing about, or the character that the actor is playing is annoying.
Yes. Remember the outbreak of Narusaku fans at the end of Naruto, where they just wanted to ban Naruto from the States because he got with Hinata.
Oh my god.
Oh, how Bleach fans got mad because Orihime and Ichigo got together. They wanted to burn their armies, which is stupid.
Okay. The thing about that is Rukia always talks to Ichigo like she's his big sister.
Yeah, I can understand why people wanted that to happen, but like to me, it's not like it doesn't make sense because like if you go back and watch Society, it's obvious that Renji has a thing for Rukia.
Yes, and
It's
Renji
like
and Rukia.
it's right
Renji
in your
is
face.
Renji is literally Rukia's best friend.
Yeah, and they're childhood friends. They were in the
Yes.
streets together.
Yes, they grew up in the hood together. They got out of the hood together.
Well, that's not entirely true.
No, they got out of the hood together because they both went to the Soul Society Academy, and then Byakuya adopted her. It was during
Yeah.
her training at the academy that Byakuya adopted her, and Renji wanted to be strong enough to beat Byakuya from that day forward because he essentially took his best friend away.
It makes total sense that Renji would be with Rukia. Do I like the shipping? No, because I don't like either of them. But it doesn't make it's not like it doesn't make sense. And Orihime always liked the Ichigo, and Ichigo. Well, Ichigo never showed affection towards really either one of them, but
Not Ichigo in his fight with Grimjav. That was probably the best Ichigo and Orihime scenes
yeah,
because Ichigo was having trouble concentrating because he was scaring Orihime, and he knew he was scaring Orihime because Orihime looked at him and all she saw was her big brother, and Ichigo, as a big brother himself, was like, "Oof, oof, oof, oof."
But yeah. So like the shippings makes sense. The shippings make more sense in Bleach than they do in Naruto.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like if you compare Naruto to the Bleach shippings, like Rukia and Renji make way more sense than Sakura and Sasuke.
yeah, like okay, like in Bleach, like four characters ended up with a relationship. In Naruto, everyone ended up with a relationship, and then some of those relationships you just look and you're like, "Nani? Excuse me? Why is that black chick
Was it
with
really?
Choji?"
Was it really four? I can only remember the two shippings that actually happened because I
No, I
don't.
said four characters, meaning
Oh,
two pairs.
okay, yeah.
It's
Because
two characters
I
out
don't
of
think
like 500 in Bleach.
Rukia. I don't think Uryu
No,
got with
Nemu's
anybody.
dead. Nemu is dead. Nemu is the only girl that was ever going to be with Ryu, and she's dead.
Uh,
And the Arankar girl is also dead. So
I
literally both the girls that Ryu would have been with are dead.
we. I mean, I guess we can assume that Chad didn't get with anybody. We don't know if Chad got with anybody because he wasn't
Chad is
really
a
in the last chapter.
Chad is
But
a boxer, and you know he has hoes. So I'm sorry.
yo, that still makes me laugh.
Chad
Chad,
legitimately can
Chad being a
solo the human
boxer.
race.
Chad being a boxer is the funniest thing. As King of Lightning said, it's cheating.
Like, you can hate the last chapter as much as possible, but you cannot deny that the fact that Chad is a boxer is amazing.
That's a meme. That should be a meme. You know, I swear, I want to see him. Like, I want to see a chapter of Hajino Ippo where Chad just walks in and he's like,
Yasutora
"Yo."
Sato. Oh my god.
Oh man, that's good. That's good stuff right there. Not to mention, he looks like Shinsui or whatever as an adult.
Yeah. Shinsui
But
commented that he understood how Chad's powers worked when they first met.
but yeah, him being a boxer, oof, that's good shit, Kuba.
That
That
like you can say that's a troll, but that's a good troll. That's like top quality troll stuff, man. That's like really good. Mm, that's a good meme. Good meme. Good meme. Kubo, you may have been literally dying, but good meme. Good meme. Day, if you're wondering, before he even got superpowers, he was capable of like freaking picking up steel beams with his bare hands that dropped from 30 stories in the sky.
That's ridiculous.
Yes.
it's like the Dragon Ball.
He
That's
he
like when
could
the Dragon
probably
Ball Z fighters entered the World Martial Arts tournament.
Yo,
That's
Chad versus
that's
Hercule,
that's how much
Soul
cheating.
Society.
Yeah, Hercule has better
Endurance feats.
I was gonna say lifting feats.
I mean,
I've
I
never
feel
seen
like
Chad pull
I'll be back in a
18.
minute.
I've
I
never seen
might
Chad
not
pull
be able to.
multiple 18 wheelers.
he probably could post Soul Society.
Yeah, he might could.
But
Yeah,
like
but he doesn't. But he doesn't have the jetpack, man.
that's true. He doesn't have the jetpack. But like he knows he's as fast as Sonito in Iran Car Saga. Everyone forgets that Chad can run as fast as Sonito because he was training with Renji, so he knew how to counter Flash Step by just being that fast.
Yeah,
You know what's sad is that Chad and Orihime train with Renji and Rukia.
Chad being you know Chad being a boxer is the equivalent of when Go was having that arm wrestling contest with everybody.
Yeah.
That's how unfair it is.
I like how Gon at the start of the Heavens tournament arc with the tower.
Yeah,
He literally did the scene where Goku just taps the guy and he goes flying.
yeah, good shit.
Like that's a really good scene. That may have just been legitimately out of a Dragon Ball manga, but I'll give you that, Togashi. That was good. That was good. That's good stuff.
The that arc is it's just a training arc though, but
yeah,
it's a
but at
pretty
least
good training arc.
it felt like Dragon Ball to me, so I didn't mind.
The Hisoka Gon fight is really good.
Yeah.
So
Hisoka ruins his cool moments for me.
because he'd just be really cool, and then he'd be like, "Oh, go!" You're like,
Yeah,
bro, stop.
Like he'll gain like 100 cool points and then lose 200 for being a pedophile in the next 2 seconds.
Yeah,
And I'm like, Hisoka, you're back to 0 cool points. I hate you. I hate you so much. Like I don't actually hate him, but I just it is impossible for me to like him.
I
If
feel
he
like
does that.
you respect like his character, but you just don't like his character.
I respect him, yes, but I just can't the pedophilia. Oh, it makes me want to just Like when I was a kid, it bothered me that Orochimaru like licked Sasuke's face. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's that one guy in Tokyo Ghoul who's like arguably worse.
You know I don't watch Tokyo. You know I don't watch Tokyo Ghoul.
No, there's this guy with the purple hair who's gay as fuck. But
oh well,
like
he is an actual rapist. So
he takes Kaneki's blood and he starts like orgasming from sniffing it.
yeah,
He doesn't actually orgasm, but that's basically what it looks like.
It's an implication. So
Yes. I'm pretty
two,
sure Hisoka's actually orgasmed in the fight
yeah,
before.
he has.
I'm pretty sure he did it when he was fighting Gon, and there's that scene where he's like doing that, like it's going all neon colors and everything.
Why do you think he had to bathe after?
You're right. That
Um,
was the sweat he was trying to wash off.
True. Okay. So it's about time we've talked about what we've been watching. So clearly we've been watching Hunter x Hunter. You couldn't tell. Day has been watching Devilman Crybaby. Let's see. I've been watching.
I thought you low key said Devil May Cry for a second.
No. Uh, and I just like I started choking, but then I stopped myself from choking mid that, so I like my voice cracked. Okay. I've been watching Garo Vanishing Line. Monster, I'm on pause right now because it's just so good, but I am not in the talking mood. I'm like 35 episodes in, so I'm like roughly halfway through this series, and it's just like, oh, that's just it's good. It's just good stuff. It's good. Um, Also,
Uh,
it has
I
no
forgot the
filler.
author's name. I forgot the author's name. But he's like a really big deal. Like he's a legend. Because he also made. Did he make Welcome to the NHK? I
Give
don't
me a
think that was
second.
him. He did 21 Century Boys, which is another really good series. I think he made a basketball manga. That could be something else. No, that's Inoue. Something Inoue. Who made Vagabond, which is also a really good same series.
Let's see.
There's there's like a lot of respectable seinen mangaka, and then there's like only like three shonen mangaka that people consider legends.
He was writing Monster and 20th Century Boys at the same time.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they were legitimately overlapping for 2 years. That's insane. Let's see.
That would kill Takashi. Then again, those series aren't weekly, or they weren't weekly.
I think they were monthly, I want to say. But
I
Monster was only it yeah, I think they were monthly. I want to
they
say.
probably they probably was bi-monthly because I don't feel like it's humanly possible to write two manga at the same time on a
Hiro
consistent
Mashima did
basis.
it.
Yeah, but Hiro Mashima's manga are trash.
That's fair.
Actually, people think that's the reason why Fairy Tail was so trash because he was doing too many projects at once.
I mean, he was doing like 3 manga, dude. Ugh.
Yeah, he was doing Fairy Tail, something else, and then Monster Hunter.
Yeah. All 3 of them are bad.
All three of them are just Fairy Tail.
Did you mean just Rave Master but worse?
No, but like Rave Master, like literally Hiro Mashima has a bad habit of making all of his main characters look exactly the same.
It's just easier that way. Plus you can get fanboys on board easy that way too.
And they all act really similar too. The only one who doesn't look like Natsu is Haru, who eventually looks like Natsu at the end of his series, but in the beginning of his series, he has like long
Yeah.
silver hair, and he just gets like the Natsu spiky hair. But Haru is the only like main character that Hiro Mashima created that was actually respectable. So we should watch Rave Master as a group one day because I don't recall watching the anime that much.
I watched a few episodes of the anime. I think 3 maybe? Might have been 1, but it felt like 3. That's all I have to say.
I hear that
Um,
the anime is bad in comparison to manga.
Oh, the anime is not good, but I mean, it's probably still better than Fairy Tale. Are you?
Rip.
Um, let's see. You're watching Railgun.
Yes.
You're like, hey, look at all this nothing happening, and I'm like, bro, I'm pretty sure slice of life is one of the genres. You should know that.
There was so much nothing.
You know that they're stretching out one arc of it. This legitimately all takes place before like
Why
the
did
vampire arc.
Hiroshima draw Matsu? Why did Hiroshima draw Hatsume Hatsune Miku?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know how I feel about this because like she's thicker than she's supposed to be. So I don't know how to feel about that. Like her design's cute, but like whatever. I was trying to look up the main characters.
Okay. What was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna say something. Crap. I got.
Just say Fairy Tale's trash. That's all you need to say.
I mean, you're right, but oh, let's just tell everyone what. Let's tell our the three viewers who are like watch our stuff occasionally what happened. Okay, so yesterday, me and Lucas got into this really stupid, pointless, really pointless argument. This is the conversation. Lucas is like, you like Hunter x Hunter and you know it. And I said, I didn't say I dislike Hunter x Hunter. The only thing I did say is that you lied that Ubergen was cooler than Nappa. And Lucas is like, hold up. You don't think Ubergen is cooler than Nappa? And then everyone but Kellen leaves.
Listen, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people who would agree with me. Okay,
And
there
I'm
are
pretty sure there's a lot of
legitimate
people.
Overgan fanboys, and I don't think there are legitimate Nappa fanboys.
I mean, he's in Fighters.
Yeah, but
I'm pretty sure Nappa is playable more than Chaozu, who is actually a main character in Dragon Ball. Actually, in every game, I think Nappa has more screen time than Chaozu. Chaozu isn't even in Xenoverse. Fun fact.
that's sad. That's actually really sad. Rip
Yes.
Chaozu.
Fun fact: in the Xenoverse timeline, Yajirobe and Chaozu are nowhere to be seen. They
Cry.
in the Xenoverse timeline, Krillin actually hit Vegeta with the Destructo Disc on his tail because they didn't want to model Yajirobe, and they skip all scenes involving Chaozu. So yeah, rip Chaozu.
Rip Chaozu indeed. I don't care about Chaozu. I don't even think I cared about Chaozu in Dragon Ball.
You cared about Tien, not Chaozu. That's the point of Chaozu.
Yes, Chaozu was just there to fanboy over every cool thing that Tien would do.
It's also there to make Tien seem like an actual human being and not some machine that broke Yamcha's leg.
Chaozu!
Don't you dare talk about Chaozu.
That was not a thing. He was my friend.
Yeah. Oh man.
Driving.
I did feel bad I genuinely felt sad for Tien in that arc. Like I don't even like Tien that much, but I genuinely just felt horrible.
Felt bad for everybody in that arc because everybody just started dropping.
Like Yamcha's the only one who didn't get a good death because Akira Toriyama's a dick.
Like
The only person who cared about Yamcha dying was Krillin.
Yeah.
And that's because Krillin has like two friends, and that's Yamcha and Goku. Rip Krillin, by the way.
Yeah, like if Dragon Ball was actually like if the Dragon Balls didn't exist, that would have actually been a crazy arc. Because like everybody died. And like holy crap, everybody's dying.
They didn't need to bring back Tien or Yamcha. Like I would have been hurt. But they needed Piccolo back. They just needed Piccolo back flat out, honestly. Because we got like 3 arcs with Piccolo at that point in time, and that's not fair to Piccolo at all. God, Aki looks like a semi-deformed Luffy.
People actually said that. Aki just looks like Shiki, but as a kid.
Oof. Haru's the coolest looking out of the bunch, by the way.
Yeah, because he's the only one who doesn't look exactly like Natsu. Like they all have Natsu's eye shape and everything, and Haru doesn't.
What was I gonna say?
So what are you guys talking about now? Are you still talking about the same thing?
No, we're talking about how like.
Oh, were you not here
Hiramashima,
when we went over
all...
what we were watching? We were talking about how you watched Devilman Crybaby, and then you didn't say anything, so we just continued talking.
Yeah, I told you I'd be back. I've been taking care of other things, but it was a miscommunication and other stuff. It was irritating, and I had to take care of it.
I thought you were gonna be back way sooner. Sorry.
We were talking about how Hiramashima, the author of a fairy tale, draws all of his main characters exactly the same.
Yeah, he has same face. Look at the group
sometimes
chat.
It's easier. I can understand because it's easier and you can pump things out faster when they're similar and you're used to drawing the same face.
It's lazy. That's what it is.
It is lazy.
Hey, Lucas, I'd like to see you do that. And then have people sit there and talk about how long it takes for a chapter to get out.
Lucas writes.
Oh no, that's
No, I know, but I'd like to see him do the art as well.
No, but that's not even the point. When everybody else draws different, like I don't think any of the other people who do manga would draw their main characters exactly the same. And I've known people who've done more than one manga.
We were actually legitimately just talking about a person who did 20th Century Boys and Monster at the same time. And I'm pretty sure their characters look nothing alike.
Like I know it's easier to do that, but that doesn't make it not lazy. Like
it's like here's my view on it. Same face is a thing that plagues artists and it makes them want to die.
Yep.
If you are intentionally doing same face, you are evil. And in Tight Moon, it's actually a joke. Because the main artist for everyone who does Fate, he is in love with Saber, so he does same face with Saber on a bunch of different historical figures, and it's so bad that in his profile description for the official website it says he loves drawing Saber's face so much that it erodes the stance of the company.
That's good shit.
Yeah. Same face is evil. Regardless of context.
Also, I'm not saying anything bad about Hero's art. I actually really like Hero's art in comparison to a lot of other mangaka. Like I legitimately think Hero is better at drawing than Kishimoto.
It doesn't hurt me when you say that. I just those eyes.
I know the eyes bug you, man. But like even his backgrounds and stuff, I think are better.
Oh, when we talk about art, I usually mainly just talk about the character designs because Well, I do believe that he can draw better than Kishimoto sometimes. I think the big three have more unique designs for a lot of their characters. Because I do feel like there's just a lot of big titty girls and just fairy tales
Yes,
who just
you are right. You're right about that. He does stick to one body type for the girls.
and I look at that and I'm like, dude, come on. I know you're capable of something else. Like when King of Lightning said that all Bleach girls look the same, I was like, wait, what?
No, he said a lot of them have similar features.
I was like, but that's still better than like a lot of shonen girls. Because a lot of shonen girls look exactly the same with like different hair colors.
I think Hiramashi has good, like, has generally cool guy designs.
His guy designs are fine.
Even Natsu looks really cool at some points, even if you don't like him.
I do feel like when when we were talking about how all these characters look like other characters, I do feel like some of his characters would be cooler if they didn't look like other characters. Sometimes. Though to be fair, Loki looking kind of like Ichigo made him cooler than he was. That's
I don't think he does it. Well, I can't say if he does it on purpose or not, but I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he doesn't do that on purpose.
Guild Arts and Shanks has to be on purpose, my guy.
Okay, yeah, I can't excuse that one.
Like that is the okay. Day when you say copy pasta, it is legitimately just copy pasta. It's like he took
that's
the
a different story then.
Because it's not just like, oh, they look similar. No, it looks like he took Shanks and then redrew him in his slightly different style. That it's really, really bad. To the point where you have
I'll just post a picture.
Okay.
Let's see if I can find that meme. I just love how they switched like the text for them and everything, and because of how not different they are. That's not even the right way to phrase that, but whatever.
So yeah, speaking of lazy artists, there's this famous
Togashi
artist whose name is Togashi, and he is famous for these two shows called Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter, or Hunter x Hunter, or Hunter times Hunter, or Hunter multiplied by Hunter.
It's actually supposed to be Hunter. Like that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. But nobody says that. Most people say Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, it's easier to just say HXH, honestly. My friend says Hunter by Hunter. That's not the point. That's not the point.
What? Why?
Because my friend is. I love my friend Charles, but he's a kid.
I posted a picture if you want to check it out, Dave.
Okay.
It's in the group chat.
I will check in a second. I'm drying my hair.
Okay. So, right. So Togashi is a really capable artist. His male designs are usually very on point. There's only a few that I don't like, but I know he was just trying to be unique. His female designs, they're above average.
They vary.
Sometimes they're garbage, but sometimes they're like pretty good. So
he loves his moe eyes. I can say that.
The nun chick who forgets stuff, that's just ridiculous. That's not even okay. I'm sorry. I like legitimately I can just that like ruins her whole face for me. Cause like I'm just like they're not even basketball eyes. They're like moon eyes. Like, god dang. Like if you just shave a couple centimeters off, it'd be fine. But
With eyes the size of dinner plates.
Which
I'm
which
talking
girl are you
about
talking about?
a glasses girl with the cross.
Oh, okay.
Because like I'm not talking about any other girls, because the other girls' eyes are all smaller than hers. I don't know why they're so freaking big. Also, her glasses are massive to match her eyes, so I'll give him 10 points for that.
He's actually, and this was more with the case with Yu Yu Hakusho, but he likes to draw very moe art in some scenes, and then for the lighthearted scenes, he usually draws the characters more moe. But then when it comes to the serious scenes, he likes to draw them semi-realistic.
The cost of being a good artist, it seems, if you're in the manga industry, is you always trade off something. It's always something. Togashi is notorious for not completing his art and just. And by not completing, I mean he uses the what's the term? Like the gesture models that you use for basic art to get the bodies. He uses that.
He just gets his shit.
And it's like, you're getting paid, bro. Don't do that.
Granted, his in the recent Hunter x Hunter chapters, his art has been pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like Kubo, Hiramashima. I wouldn't even say it's Kishimoto level, but it's still above average in his
what
recent.
Lucas is saying is that he's not vomiting from the eyes this time, so he improves. He is capable of doing really good detailed drawings. I actually think his backgrounds are pretty impressive a lot of the times, but
yeah.
Those
the problem with Togashi is that it's not that he's a bad artist. He just is a lazy artist.
He's like a Bleach character. He just doesn't care. Like,
yeah, basically.
He's like Kenpachi with the eye patch, my guy. He like takes off the eye patch.
He's like, if Kubo could get away with not drawing any backgrounds, I could get away with not drawing anything.
That's fair.
That's fair. To be fair, Togashi could probably draw all his characters without faces, and people would probably still read Hunter x Hunter.
I mean, it'd be really funny. It'd be really funny. Like it'd probably be the best comedy in Shonen Jump if he did that.
Yeah. I don't know. That's an interesting topic. Like, who do you think would be, if they had to write exclusively comedic series, who do you think would be the best at it out of the action adventure shonen writers?
I want to say Akira, because Akira just does comedy. Low-key, that's all he does.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, he started out as a gag manga. That's cheating. You can't use Akira.
Okay.
Probably Oda.
Probably Oda is just low-key Akira Toriyama, but he doesn't forget things as much. But with Oda, it's not like he forgets his plot points. It's more or less he just forgets who he has alive, so he just makes more characters. Rip Pell, by the way.
Oda's he's actually a freak when it comes to remembering plot points, because he'll foreshadow something. He'll foreshadow something like 500 chapters before it happens, and you're like, "What?"
Oh, but that's why I said
it's scary. He's like the opposite of Kubo. Kubo just like forgets all of his plot points because he always loses his notes.
People are messy sometimes, my guy. But that's why I said he doesn't forget his plot points. He just forgets that he has characters who are the same archetype, so he just makes more of them, and you're like, well, I guess.
I mean, Kubo has less plot holes than Kishimoto.
Kishimoto screwed himself though. That is all Kishimoto's fault because Kishimoto had like you could tell at the beginning of Shippuden he wanted to stay like part 1, but some god unknown reason possessed him to start power scaling really hard, really fast.
As this one YouTuber, I forgot what his name was, but this one YouTuber that I was watching, it was like Kishimoto just wanted to stop taking L's to One Piece characters, so he just made everybody in Naruto more OP.
It's out of left field. It just stops being Naruto completely halfway through the war. Like, you could argue that Shippuden was still Naruto for a long time, even though I disagree with that. Fight me IRL.
It didn't start getting that bad until Itachi did the Susanoo.
When Itachi introduced the Susanoo and you thought he was broken with the Tsukuyomi, you were wrong. Because he is beyond broken at that point, and supposedly he was so powerful that Pain didn't want to attack the village because Itachi might backstab him. Then,
yep.
He was so Itachi is the hardest power scaled character in the whole franchise, by the way, because even after he dies and everyone gets a buff, he comes back and is still top tier.
That's because that's why people wink him. Even though they go way too extreme. No, Itachi is not beating Kaguya. He's not even beating Madara.
No, he can't beat Madara. Well, no, he can't beat Madara. Well,
no. No way would I.
He can steal Madara. Beat Madara.
Probably. He would have to probably use Izanami.
No,
that's like the only way.
He has the sealing sword and like the container thing. That's how.
That's not gonna hit Madara.
I mean, that giant earth golem hit Madara.
Madara would go like perfect Susanoo, and he'd like smack Itachi's Susanoo out of existence. You know what's a really big missed opportunity? Obito.
You mean how Obito?
Obito was so broken. He just didn't know the abilities he had. Because he had. I don't understand how he was losing to Naruto, Guy, and Kakashi when he had 6 Jinchuriki, the Mangekyo Sharingan with Kamui, and a Rinnegan.
That's because Obito is he's garbage. Remember, Kakashi tells him
that. In fact, remember that scene where Obito gets Rasengan in the face? That makes no sense because with the Rinnegan, he should have been able to absorb that.
Shouldn't he also be able to do Almighty Push so that Naruto should have never been able to get close?
Yes. He has the Rinnegan and he doesn't do anything with it. And it's like, why do you have the Rinnegan then? He just does nothing with it.
At least Madara did stuff with his powers.
Yeah. Theoretically, Obito should have been more broken than Madara because he had the Kamui and the Rinnegan.
Yes.
So, like, I don't understand. Obito. This is why Obito just sucks. I'm sorry, Kia. I don't know why you like Obito. You shouldn't kill yourself.
You know, Obito is legitimately just the worst version of Naruto and Sasuke. He's a worse version of both of them at the same time. How do you do that? How are you a worse version of Naruto and Sasuke at the same time? Oh my god.
Nobody would even dislike Obito if he would just state that and be a flashback character. Because people actually like Obito before he was revealed to be Toby.
Oh yeah, because he was like interesting back then.
Yeah,
He was like,
he was a Uchiha who was trash. You don't see that ever.
no, you never see that, and he stayed trash even after he got. He lost to Kakashi, my guy. They 1v1 and Kakashi soloed his life. He got beat by the fourth Hokage before the fourth Hokage was OP. Like, oh my god.
You make that sound like the fourth Hokage was just trash, though.
At the end of Shippuden, if he didn't have that tail cloak, he would be.
He'd be worse than Hashirama, but he'd still probably be better than Hiruzen.
Hiruzen knows every jutsu that Minato uses except Rasengan. Because
I doubt he doesn't know the Flying Thunder God. I don't think he does.
Isn't the Flying Thunder God with the seal lightning thingy that he uses with the teleportation that Hiruzen created? Like
I
Hiruzen,
don't know.
I'm pretty sure
All Hiruzen did was throw Shuriken at Obito during that fight, so.
Hiruzen says he created like 90% of the jutsu, and I'm like, bro, what are you talking about?
Like literally, that's all he did during that fight. He's like, yo, he brought it back old school. Like, yeah, that's how old Hiruzen, and he's still using Shuriken. Like nobody uses Shuriken these days.
Okay, so here's a question. So third Hokage, right? Third Hokage improved all of the second and first Hokage's jutsu that he could use, right? Right.
Yes.
And the fourth Hokage improved those. But since the third and the fourth know all of the second Hokage's jutsu, why are they weaker than the second Hokage?
I don't know.
If they just know better versions of the second Hokage's jutsu.
Because they're trash. I don't know.
That because remember when the second Hokage is like, "Yo, I hate that everyone just can use my jutsu," and I'm like, "Bro, what? Why? Why do you know all these jutsu?"
He just started taking credit for like every jutsu he saw. He's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, by the way, I invented that.
He's like, I invented the teleportation that okay, so if the second Hokage trained the third Hokage, why doesn't the third Hokage use teleportation?
I don't know. Like I said before, all he did was what were you gonna say, Dave?
Preference, maybe? They just weren't into it. It's like,
Okay.
nah, I'm not about this.
Would you rather throw giant shuriken at somebody or teleport?
Days like
Teleport.
exactly.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're like, I'm just not about this, man.
I just he was doing hand signs, man.
I don't know, man.
In the
I'm trying to think it through.
Def,
okay.
he was doing hand signs in the fourth Great Ninja War.
Lucas, he knows every jutsu in the Hidden Leaf Village, my guy, and he was doing shuriken. I want to cry. So is the worst is the least entertaining Hokage the second Hokage then?
I guess. I also like how the least Hokage just crap on every other Kage from every other village.
Yeah, I got into an argument with Kyoya, and Kyoya's like, yeah, like the third Tsuchikage, or not the third Tsuchikage, like the second Tsuchikage was equal to like the second Hokage, and I was like, I laughed in his face, and he's like, I have proof. He never showed me the proof.
The fourth Great Ninja War is just a giant meme, to be honest.
Okay, with that, it's time to end Anichat, guys. With me today, I've had Day. Okay. And then I've had Lucas.
Hello. I mean, bye.
That ain't me.
Okay.